Hey guys, welcome to One Takes. As some of you may know, if you have liked my Facebook fan page, the folks who run it have asked me to do an interview about my trip that I took in December. And this is a long time later, like 2 months later, that this is actually happening. But I finally got around to it. Um, I didn't. I have some good answers. It was totally worth the wait. I promise. Probably not. Don't get your hopes up. So we're just gonna get started. I have some questions that they sent me. I'm just gonna answer them for you. So number one, what inspired you to do your adventure? Funny story. I was actually inspired by Instagram photo maps. So when they came out, I was like, I really love the photo map. And I was like, it'd be really cool if I had like, the entire Oregon coast with pictures on it. That'd be pretty cool. So that's what inspired me actually. I was motivated to do that. And it didn't really I don't know how it blossomed into this idea, but it did. And I'm really happy that it did because it was super fun. What was your favorite part? My favorite part, as some of you may know, was Cape Falcon, hands down. Um, First, it's called Cape Falcon, which is like super awesome. But also, like when I was there, it was just such an adventurous vibe. It was like I felt like I was someone else. No, I was me. I felt like myself, but it was like another world where anything could happen, and it was such a great hike. So it was really pretty. There were so many adventures. The top is literally breathtaking. You probably saw the video. If not, you should watch it. It was just a really great experience, and definitely my favorite part. You should check it out. If you haven't been there, you should go. Um, Also, that's where I scaled a cliff. I'm sorry, family. Um, next question. What did I learn? I learned a lot. It was a very learning experience. So first I learned how to be alone. I was alone for like 5 days, so um, even though I saw people, I didn't interact with them, and it was a really different experience. I don't know if I can put it into words. It's just like it's some feeling, You have to come to terms with that. But it was good. Um, I was made. Sorry, that was. I was made to be decisive because I'm usually cripplingly indecisive, and I couldn't do that while I was on my trip because something bad would happen. Like I would starve or waste gas or waste my time. There was a lot at stake, so you can't be indecisive. You have to make your own decisions. Um, and that was really good because I'm really really bad at making decisions. Like I can't shop alone. Physically impossible. I will not do it. Um, I so in contrast to my actual experience, looking back, I learned to appreciate hanging out with people, just hanging out. Because at first it'd be like, "Ugh, we're not doing anything. This is boring. We're just kind of hanging out in one place, and I want to go move around." But when you're alone, it's not fun to just be in one place, and it's not a good time unless you're like going out to be all like calm. It's not a good time. Um, so I learned to enjoy that stuff while I'm with people, and then while when you're alone, you can like move around, and I don't really know where I'm going with this. Next question. No, I have a couple more. Never mind. I learned how to find free water, bathrooms, and Wi-Fi. This is extremely important because one, I needed to drink water to not dehydrate myself. Um, but there's lots of places, rust areas. I don't really know where else. Where did I even get water? I don't know, but I did multiple times. Um, Wi-Fi, yep. There's a question about that later, so I'll just get to it then. And bathrooms. So restaurants and stuff like that. I use like McDonald's, Walmart, rest areas. Just use them. Yeah, that happened. I learned how to be prepared for future adventures. Obviously, it was a learning experience. If I do it again, I'm gonna be like, oh, this didn't work. Um, but it's definitely a learning. Every single time is gonna be a learning experience, and you're gonna learn something new every single time. So it was good. And I learned that I am not the screaming type. I don't I don't make excessive noise. I feel like every time I say something, I at least try to have meaning. I know it doesn't usually work this way, but I try. And when I got to the top of Cape Falcon and I tried to scream and I couldn't, it was like I can't do it. Next question: what do you want others to take from your trip? Thank you for asking. So I've talked to a lot of people after my trip, even like lately, that have said that they followed my adventure on YouTube or on Facebook, and they really enjoyed it, and they thought it was fantastic, and they were so excited for me. And I want people to take that feeling that they got from living through me and inspire themselves to go and do an adventure of their own. Whatever form that adventure may be, it's different for each person, and you need to find how it works for you, but you can only learn so much from watching me do things or doing your routine every single day. So getting out there and going on your own adventure is going to teach you whatever you want to learn, and things that you didn't even think you would learn, because you can't do something like this and not learn anything. It was so great. So I hope that people were inspired by my trip, so they get off their butts and go do something different, because you do need to mix up your life every now and then. Like, why are you just doing whatever, you know? Like that guy, that inspiring guy. You're just working so that you can live, so you can keep on working. That's not fun. Next. You had to bring a lot of things you didn't need for your actual trip, like the plants. Besides the basic survival items, what are some things you would suggest for other adventurers? Well, let's clarify. Those plants ended up being very necessary because they were my only friends. I talked to them a lot, like Wilson the volleyball. Got kind of ridiculous. Someone over here, Amaryllis, a real sass master back in the day. He's grown a little bit, so he's not like as sassy, but I swear he was always like, "Oh, look at me, I'm gonna fall over. Look at me, I'm gonna slide over here," and I'm just like, no. But I suggest that people bring something to document their adventure. I took pictures for my photo map, but I also wrote a lot about my adventure so that I could remember my feelings and my thoughts and the little details of everything that happened, because I didn't want to forget anything. So I wrote in a book. I wrote a lot of stuff. So if you go on your own adventure, I suggest you find some way to document whatever you're doing, because you're going to want to remember. Also, that gave me something to do after I had parked for the night, before I went to sleep. So bring something to do. Next question. You mentioned you got a book in Cannon Beach. What book? Well, it's right here. It's called Human Nature, a Blueprint for Managing the Earth, by people, for people, and it's by James Trifle. That's Trefil. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I haven't read the book yet because I'm still getting through my other book. But someday I will. You used your laptop. Where did you get Wi-Fi? Thank you. I did use my laptop. I'm glad that you noticed. I would like to take this moment to thank assorted businesses down the Oregon coast. I know I didn't buy anything, and I also didn't read all that legal stuff because it's a lot of words, but I'd like to thank you anyways, even though you probably don't thank me. Ding. You obviously didn't make it all the way down. Do you plan on doing a part 2 and finishing your trip? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. The future is a mystery. Anything you want to add? I do want to add some stuff. I want to talk about the environmental impact. So I was unhappy with how much gas I had to use. Obviously, that's a lot of fumes into the air, which I'm against. But it was a learning experience. I think it was worth it. Looking back, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have, but I wouldn't have learned everything, and I wouldn't be the same person right now. So I think it was worth it. But if you go on your own trip, I suggest that you do something with less impact, like ride a bike or just go hiking or something, and that can work too. So I justify that to myself because I did change as a person because of this trip. So I learned a lot. I don't even know how to put it into words, but like I see the world differently than I did before this trip, which is amazing considering it was like 5 days. But it really was a life-changing experience. So yes. And last, I would like to thank everyone at the Jessie Pettibone fan page. You're doing a great job stalking me and then telling the world. Fantastic. I love it. I like my Facebook fan page. Did you? If you're watching this, hopefully you did, unless you're watching it on YouTube, in which case you should. Facebook.com/TheJessiePettibone. I'll put the description or the link in the description below. And if you're watching this on the page, you should invite your friends because look at me. Totally worth the likes, guys. And last, I want to thank everyone that loves me, that supported me on this trip. It meant so much to me to get your words of encouragement, and I'm so glad that people enjoyed it. I'm sorry to everyone that I stressed out. I'm sorry I climbed down that cliff. I know that you guys did not like that. I probably shouldn't have done it, but it's too late. I'm glad I lived. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I won't climb down any more cliffs without rope. No promises, though. As long as I have rope, I feel like I'm going to be pretty safe. So yeah, I bet you're so excited for my next adventure. That's pretty much it for the interview. That's all the questions. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was worth the wait. I will keep doing great things for my fan page to talk about, and subscribe to my channel because we've got great new content coming. And yeah, my life is happening. I will talk to you soon. Have fun. Don't die. Bye.